AccuWeather offers weekend and extended forecasts along with the latest radar map and current conditions. AccuWeather on KMET1490am.com. Logged in every morning for your daily forecast.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we know there's a lot of things you can do. We know doing it is a way, of course, of keeping safe and, of course, doing the right thing. We've got a lot of news of people doing the wrong thing. Jesse's got some of that. We got him in just a minute. A little bit later, we're also going to be joined by... I went and visited in Orange County a particular place which I recommend. It's called Body Wellness by Livier Spa. You may be seeing my posts and see how I post some of the things that they have and some events that they have. So a little bit later, we'll kind of share a interview I did with some of the, well, in particular, one of the individuals which actually does the treatment for your skin. Okay, and it's really good. It's special. It's a special technology which is actually kind of making the rounds. A lot of women are doing it all across the nation, and in some ways, it is almost a replacement of certain treatments, and especially under the knife. There are some people which will go to a great extent to get rid of certain things on their body, and sometimes they go to a surgeon and they get rid of something by going under the knife. I say no, Jesse. Do you have that question mark face? Like, why would anybody do that, right?
Well, I don't know. It depends on what they want to remove. What are we having removed here?
Well, some women, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually met a few. Sometimes, in certain areas of the body, you know how they say nip tuck?
Oh yes, okay, I remember that show. But yes.
well, nip tuck is a thing, and so some people look. Here's the thing. I don't like anything when a knife goes to my skin. Period. End of story. Okay, so I would weather it. Okay, not gonna lie. But there are treatments out there that actually kind of circumvent that, and including I saw some very interesting photos of like the tummy, and women know. Okay, women know, and some men know actually. Like let's say there's someone who is they have a lot of weight, right, and then they suddenly lose it, and then they have a certain amount of skin just kind of there, right? And they want to go to the, I don't know, they want to go to the pool, they want to take off their you know what I mean? And now, so some people, including men, kind of do this thing where they kind of go to the doctor, they say, can you remove this additional skin, right?
Yes. I totally understand what you mean, especially people who are undergoing dramatic weight losses and they have all this extra skin because you lost it so quickly.
Yeah, which is good that they lost it. Okay, I know people that have lost it and they feel good about themselves. They feel but they don't want to take off their shirt because they still have that loose skin. Well, this treatment actually deals with that, and you don't have to go under the knife. So that's kind of really, that's something that I think people should say. And I met people like that, and I would say, hey, check out Body Wellness by Livier Spa. Okay, so they do that. But for others, maybe it's a skin condition, right? They have a lot of it's all different. Sometimes you see models, post their picture, but you how did they get there, right? And some women think that if you ask them, they go, how can they have the body like that, right? Some do certain treatments like Botox. Some people do things for their face, their chin. Some want to tuck in their chin because maybe it's saggy, sometimes in women, of, whatever, age, sometimes. So they have this treatment, but you don't have to go under the knife. It's a really cool technology. And it's so cool. It's kind of breaking edge to a lot of people. It's called Scarlet SRF. Okay, Scarlet SRF. And it's actually really neat for these things. Scalp skin tightening, face skin tightening and lifting, double chin, neck, and body skin tightening, neck rejuvenation, body skin tightening, in certain areas, skin texture, pores, and photo aging, acne. That's a big one that, a lot of people, they go to the dermatologist or someone, they're like, can you treat this? And they go, yeah. And this one as well, which oddly enough, the woman kind of pegged real quick. I felt like I was under a scope because she gives a consultation and she tells you exactly what they would do to help you out, right? And I've always had this thing about acne since I've had like, I don't know, I want to say since 13 or 14, but they can get rid of certain scars and diminish them significantly. So it deals with scars, and sometimes women honestly just want the removal of like, things with their like skin of their face. You know what I mean? Like if you ever had like a bad acne problem, or you still have one, which I do, I tend to have one. The ability to be able to remove your scar on your face is actually sometimes like, whoa, is it worth it? And I say have a consultation first, see what they could do, and then see, but they got a lot of other services too. They got teeth whitening, they got stuff for your butt. They do so safely. They don't do it like, remember that report where we saw people that, they went to like, well, they did it unsafe. They're very safe here, all right? It's in orange, and it's Body Wellness by Livier Spa. So I got a chance to kind of like get a firsthand, well, you'll see. So stay tuned for that. So there's more after that. We'll go back to that in a few. Jess, what's going on in the world?
Oh my God. So I forgot to tell you about this yesterday. I was dying over the weekend from laughter. So would you go down a giant slide? Like,
okay, I hate to say this. I am pretend like I don't know what you're talking about, but it was hilarious. It's one of those things I wish we had a visual for it. The answer is I have gone down a slide, but after seeing what I think you're talking about, I would not go down that slide in that way ever. Go ahead, Jess.
so you've seen the giant slide in Detroit, right? I'm assuming you've seen it.
It's metal, it's curved, and they go flying and going doom, 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 doom with their body, huh?
Yes, yes. Oh my God. If you Google that or to go on TikTok, oh, you'll have the best time. And the only reason I'm saying this, because like if you apparently there's a correct way to go down this slide, and then
Uh-huh.
there's incorrect way. Obviously, these people were doing the correct way because you're supposed to like be straight up. But if you lean back, apparently you'll catch speed and you'll fly. I mean, these people are literally like catching air.
Oh, that
And
makes sense. That makes
yeah,
sense. No, when he says catch air, he means like your whole body catches the air, but you don't hit something soft, you hit something hard. It's not like, okay, I'll give you an example. There are some slides that have like, those playground type slides, which are like bouncy. I remember, I remember going at Monster. Okay, you remember where they have like in, what is it, with the big trucks, and they had this for the kids, and the kids were going down this slide, and the slide was fun, but you didn't have to worry about your butt, your arm, your body getting bruised. But these people are going down a metal slope in a, I think, what is that, like a potato bag?
yeah, it looks like some type of brown sack, but yeah, it could be a potato sack. But it was just I want to go down it. I know it's I'll probably end up flying and breaking my neck, or I don't know, but I think I can do it the appropriate way. I
You
think
know,
I
I'll be there to photo you, but I'm not going down it because the dynamics of it just aren't there, man. People were like, okay, the one that got me was when she goes down, she goes doom, doom, doom with her body like, ow, 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 and then all of a sudden, ding, hits the hand like a cowbell, and I was like, okay, that was funny. I was following somebody who posted on Instagram. I don't know how you found it, but then they had a video of one who says, this is how you do it. And he's the one at the top. He's like, you lean forward and you just go down real nice. But you're right. I guess if they go all the way lean back, it's so fast. You go down so fast. You just propel basically. And the curb is like, but again, you're hitting metal with your body. So I wouldn't do it. But you could try it, Jess.
I'm willing to try it. You know what? Even though these people are coming down like 50 miles an hour, hitting that floor, they want more. I don't know, but uh, old time fun. That's all I got to say. But you know what? What I laughed most about it was the fact that it opened and closed in one day. But they reopened
Wait,
now. They
wait, wait. It opened and closed in one day. I get it because there were some people that just like, I think they hung out taking like video and then posting on TikTok. It made the TikTok round so much. I know it's garnering a lot of like views, right?
Oh yes, yes. Like I literally spent hours just watching videos of people falling on this slide. Oh my god, it was the best time ever.
I'm not gonna lie, it was funny. I could not stop laughing. I was like, okay, all right, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't put me or like anyone in harm's way. I wouldn't be like, hey ma, let's try this out, because she'd be like, what you do? I'd be like, no, ma, well, yeah, okay, all right. Just might have mentioned it on the show, but you know what? Don't pay attention to that. Right. So anyway, there you go. All right. So that's going on in fun. What's going on in, like, I don't know, things that, people are going, what do I do?
I don't know. I'm looking at this one story. I don't know if you'll like it though. It is apparently they released the audio clip of what it sounds like in a black hole. And
Whoa, hold up. Do you know where we have a black hole recently?
no, where?
In the middle of the Milky Way.
Oh yes, I heard about that. Yes, yes, I remember.
You
We talked.
know, yeah, you know we're in the Milky Way, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We'll be millions of. We'll be dead by the time we even get near that thing.
I don't think
Maybe.
you understand black hole and how, like, black
So
hole, like, swallow everything whole.
if we were close to it,
We're in the same galaxy as one. How did it develop? They just discovered it, by the way. I want to say about 3 years ago. And that in of itself should be alarming. Oddly enough, people used to say black hole, ooh, we don't want black hole, right? And they'd be like, okay, that area, you see that, like, universe which is completely gone, that was swallowed by a black hole. What are black holes, right? And then there's a movie called Interstellar, right? With Matthew McConaughey, right? And some really good actors. There's nothing good with black hole. Now, wormhole, that's different. But black hole, I don't know that I'm ready for that, Jess. So what does it sound like?
oh, great. Now you're gonna be horrified. So it sounds like a thousand people or millions of people just wailing and screaming.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go, Jess. You see, I don't know which black hole they're pointing to, but that's people going, no.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. And it cuts off at like one of the scariest parts. So yeah, it sounds like a satanic cult in the middle of the woods, but
Jess, that's people crying for their lives.
I, I don't know if they're in space. I don't know.
You
Who
said
knows?
black hole.
I don't know which black hole. Oh wait, no, M87, the black hole. So I don't know which black hole they were listening to. So I don't know.
Well, I think the question is, are they currently screaming? Is that like a thing that is still kind of like there? Are they slowed down in time? Are they like afraid for their life? What is it we're hearing, Jess? Or is it just kind of like someone just, posting it to scare people? Because I think it's important to be scared. Because I would move in any movie, Jess. Which ones have you seen them go, oh, we want to go into the black hole? Aren't they the ones that say, can we get away from it?
Uh, I don't know. Well, I don't. There's this movie where they use black holes to travel to different galaxies. So depend on what you're watching.
Okay, the majority of ones that I've seen, they try to escape a black hole, Jess. I don't know. You
I
you
know.
quote that one again. That's a wormhole. Wormholes, you can. Okay, Interstellar. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of. Well, that's the one where he like became like at the end like. But I don't know. That was confusing at the end. It was like a tesseract, and that's what they called it. But I don't think it's really that. It was like a multi-dimensional place of being where he could interact with time and space. But in a way, you got to get pulled out of black holes. So I don't know if there's like a yeah, I just look. There's nothing good that comes with black hole. That's all I'm gonna say. And the fact that they discovered one in our own Milky Way, some scientists are like, "Oh yeah, yay!" And I'm like, that's like having a cobra in the room with you and be like, "Oh yay, yeah, let's report on that. Yeah, it's looking at me weird, but that's okay. It's right beside me, and wow, it's so intriguing the color, and it's so intriguing that it's not looking anywhere else. It's just looking at me. That's a black hole, people. Okay, I would be like, wait. What is about black hole that we've always theorized? Oh yeah, nothing comes out. Everything gets collapsed. Stars go in and get collapsed. Galaxies collapse under the pressure of a black hole. There's nothing good that comes from a black hole, Jess.
I know. Unfortunately, until we find something new, yeah, no. As far I don't know.
Which makes sense why people are screaming it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about a really great service, which I know a lot of you are going to want to try out. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Body Wellness by Livier Spa. A lot of good stuff for your body. We'll talk about that next here on The Morning Show. Stay tuned.
Here's to your health with Joshua Lane. Ideas you can use to be healthy and stay healthy. The current thinking about beauty, fitness, and longevity. Every Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Wellness talk you can use. Here's to your health with Joshua Lane on KMET, naturally.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, TruckWorks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, TruckWorks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at TruckWorks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Insurance Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littlensons.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Did you miss sending out a prior year tax return? The IRS is out to collect now more than ever, and they'll use any means necessary. They legally can and will garnish your wages, take your money, and even seize your property. If you're behind on your taxes, call the Tax Relief Hotline right now at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000. You can legally get your tax debt under control and in many cases get the breathing room you need. Garnish wages, property seizures, bank levies can stop immediately, but you have to call. Many of our specialists are IRS enrolled agents. They know the system and how to make it work for you. Don't wait for the IRS to come down on you. Act now so you can get your tax debt under control. Call the Riverside office today for free info at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. You'll find a courteous, welcoming staff and spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and a fitness center and pool, conveniently located off the I-10 freeway near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500 or go online to HIEBanning.com.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. We appreciate each and every one of you. Recently, I had a chance to spend some time with some very, very good people that actually do a lot of really good stuff. And they actually did something which I thought was impossible for the skin. And we got a chance to talk to them. Here it is. Hi, everyone. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez, and I am here at a very interesting spa, which do something that is actually technologically new. It is so new, let's put it this way, only a few people have it, and I'm here to bring it to you first. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the kind of guy that goes, okay, I gotta like make my face look perfect. But at the same time, there are a lot of people out there that kind of go, you know, why not? Especially with this treatment. A, you don't have to have certain injections like every other month. And B, it doesn't hurt as much. It's actually one of the least painful things ever. I'm not gonna lie, I think there are needles involved.
Yes, there are.
Okay, so disclaimer, needles are involved. I hate needles. But they,
Yes, we do numb all of our patients. We typically numb our patients for 30 minutes. If people do want to be numbed a little bit longer, we can extend that as well.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so nummy. Okay, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for the consultation. And the reality is, sometimes we get a little like on ourselves, but we don't ever voice it. I bet she's going to voice everything I've ever thought, and I probably didn't want to think. But at the end of the day, I'm in my mid-40s, okay? Secret's out, not forever 20. Trust me, it's called environment. As my mom says, harmful environment is messing up our skin. But not all of us can look like that, and some of us look like me. And guys, you know what I mean by that. And I know guys that are actors, they do these type of treatments, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
A lot. You would never even think of.
Yeah.
A lot of them are on top of it.
Yeah.
They do their maintenance, which is recommended.
I know, Kevin Costner, you need this, trust me. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, she's going to give me a consult. This is actually real. She has not given me the consult yet. But I want you to understand, they give you a in-person consult, and they do what they need to do in order to get you kind of, what?
So we give our honest opinion, and also we gauge. So I'm pretty much just going to ask you a series of questions.
Yeah.
In terms of your improvement. I would like to get your opinion on what are some insecurities and things that you have trouble with.
Yeah.
I will also voice my opinion,
Yeah.
and we typically work together from there to get you the best results that we possibly can.
Look, guys, I'm single. If I'm going to want to mingle, I got to get my face right? Okay, so let's just call it out, right, what it is. Because, guys, I know what you're thinking right now. You're probably like, dude, what a pansy. I'm like, you know what? First of all, this is good for a year once you get through the first 3 treatments, right?
Yes, once a year.
Okay, so that right there is good. And the second thing is, if you're an actor or if you're in media, I happen to be, you kind of have to see your face every single day.
Yes.
There's some people that don't like to be on photos. Men, I know who you are. Women, I know who you are too. But my point is this, photos are kind of forever, and when you're like 90, you kind of want to look back at that day where you're like, I don't look so bad, right?
Of course.
We're a little harsh on ourselves, huh?
We are.
Okay,
Yes.
be harsh on me. Here we go. All right, so what do I need? Because I know a lot of people say that, but they don't know like how to fix it. And this machine actually fixes it, and it's called the what?
Scarlet SRF.
Scarlet SRF. I'm telling you, it reminds me of like Terminator made beauty. All right, so go ahead. What do I need?
So with you, I would recommend some neck tightening.
Okay.
Pretty much this procedure, what it'll do is it will help pull back areas of your neck.
You can do it on this side so they can see what you're talking about.
It'll be more lifted. We would pull all this back.
Okay.
And then tighten up this area right here.
Okay.
The skin right here. We would do that essentially.
Okay, no idea what it looks like?
That is the end result.
But I believe you. Okay.
And then it'll also help smooth out your skin texture. It'll help eliminate any scarring that you have. I do see a little bit of scarring right here. So it'll help smooth over all of the scarring, and it'll help pull up that skin really nicely.
I had a bad acne problem growing up. Okay, so you kind of tapped into that. Okay, so obviously, you know, people do kind of like peels and do like chemical stuff. This thing, again, is advanced. You have more advanced equipment coming, by the way. Hydrotherapy is a thing. You got to check it out. It's all right here at Body Wellness by Livier Spa. And it's here in the beautiful Orange County area, okay? We'll give you the address in a bit. But to the ladies out there, again, I know you think, you know, what's in it for this guy? But the question is, what's in it for you, right? Now, let's say I was a lady, right? And I needed, like, well, the typical lady wants Botox all the time, right?
Yes.
But what do they want Botox for, and should men get it?
So Botox is pretty much when people get Botox, they're trying usually to lift or to prevent any wrinkling of the skin.
Right.
So any sagging, it'll pretty much help correct aging.
Okay, so you're thinking like fine lines here,
fine
I got
lines,
too many, wrinkles
yes.
here. Do women do this here? I've seen a lot of women kind of get like puffier out here.
Yeah, yes, you
Okay.
can do that. You can also do fillers as well. There are so many different options. But the thing about Scarlet is that if you do a session of this, you don't need the Botox.
None of it.
You wouldn't need the Botox because
Wow.
this will help go over those fine lines, those wrinkles.
Okay.
It'll help tighten up the skin very nicely.
Oh, well, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so again, no Botox, this, boom, replacement. So that's number one. For ladies that actually always do that treatment with Botox, you don't need it. And I've seen some problems with Botox, by the way. I know it's available, but long-term, it's kind of not a long-term fix. This more or less is. And I will say, again, once a year is better than every other month, right? once you get past the first three. Okay, now back to something that, you know, sometimes people think about. It's always the head right here, the eyes, for some reason, I don't know why. I would go beauty is in the eyes, but they look at the wrinkles. And then where else?
So that's a very popular area, also through the neck.
Okay.
With women especially, a lot of women tend to develop insecurities with loose skin around their neck area.
Okay.
So that's very popular. What we do is we like to do like a mini facelift, which basically starts at the scalp right here, and then it lifts in this area, and then it lifts down here in the neck in this area. So it's a complete pullback.
Well, and we got pictures for you to see, by the way. Some of them happen to be behind me of people that have done this, and they look amazingly well. Okay, we'll show you some more photos, maybe videos of other ones that have done this as well, and the improvement is significant. This is all me el natural. All right, now the question I have is this: how long is a consultation?
Consultations are very brief. We like to keep it about 15 minutes. If a patient feels they need more time because they have larger areas they would like to cover, we would be willing to do even 20, 25 minutes at most. But it doesn't take a very long time. You just come in here and we give you our expert opinion. And we also get a couple questions from you answer, so that way we know what we need to improve and where we need to work on.
Now, they don't just do the face, they do the body. Very important, especially men and women. Men, I know you don't talk about this, but I've talked to you in the past. Some men are like, when they got to go on a red carpet, or they got to go somewhere, or they got to show their, you know, beach body, they kind of like, oh man, I got to work out. Now, the working out is one thing, but sometimes if you lost a lot of weight, this actually helps out with certain lines, right?
Yes, the skin, the loose skin, the sagging, the stretch marks. This helps with all of that.
Okay, so that's very important. And ladies, I already know you're thinking, when you have a baby, the guys don't get this. We all see the Instagram models, we know who they are. But you got to kind of like, you know, when you have like 1 or 2 or 3 babies, you got what?
Yeah, you have stretch marks, you have loose skin, unfortunately, and a lot of people rather not opt to go towards surgery. Right. So this is the next best thing to that.
Yeah, it's 100% better, because I've seen some people go under the knife and then they like slice it open and then they tighten it and then they do all that. I'm like, you know, I get scared. I don't want that. But this is the next best thing. In other words, if you go to those things, you should come here first. That way you get kind of the first opinion of the no other opinion you're going to want, because you're not going to want their opinion anymore, because you're going to be like, I can do it all for this. How many procedures is it going to take?
I typically would recommend for you, so we can go ahead and get you the best results we possibly can, because we want to make you look good, right? Yeah. So I would recommend at least 3 complete treatments. After that, you don't have to worry about coming in, you know, multiple sessions. I would just recommend you come in once a year. Okay,
so basically you'll set up the appointment here, and then once it's set up, guess what? You're set for life, because you'll follow up on me, right? Because I'm very busy. Like, I'm not going to remember to like call in a year, but you know how to follow up on that, right?
Of course.
Okay,
we'll
perfect.
Take care of the rest.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so basically you come, you get it taken care of. It could be for the body, it could be for the. Do you guys like? Because I know my mom, and I know she's been thinking about her legs lately, and sometimes her body. Not gonna lie, she's. I'm not gonna give her age, 70. But you know, somebody that would come in at like 70 and above, what would you do for them?
For women that are older, the face is very popular, the legs as well. Okay. Cellulite and dimpling that they may have, that is also a very big concern. Okay. So we usually typically work on their legs to help tone their legs, and also their face and neck.
Okay, I would show you the procedure, but I gotta go, and then I gotta come back when I set my appointment. But we're going to give you some of that information later at a different time. But here's what I can tell you right now. If you want non-invasive, the best thing since sliced bread, and the latest technology, it's right here. All you have to do is call the number. I have the number here. It's 949-274-2072. It's very simple. Body Wellness by Livier Spa. That's where it's at. And they do all kinds of things, including a butt lift if you need it. Non-invasive, very important. They got like... 20 different things in here, including teeth whitening. Who knew? So, okay, my question next is this. I know I got to go and I got to take care of some business, but before I go, why should I do this over Botox?
I personally would recommend this over Botox, just because a lot of people would rather not go there if you don't have to. Yeah. Like I said, this is very minimally invasive. There is no downtime, so you can literally do this treatment and go to work right after.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's important. And plus, Botox is like a maintenance thing. You got once you do it, you got to do it again and again. Right. Yeah. So it's like basically they want to service you, take care of you, and then you tell others eventually. And trust me, you're gonna want to tell others. Okay, so I can tell you right now, people are like, wait, what? It does what and what? Yeah, especially when you see the underneath the what do they call it? The chin that pull up and in. Normally, if you look at like certain facelift procedures, they usually, and some, Jesse, I know you're gonna hate this right now to hear this, but you need to hear it. You know those that like they pull back the skin and then they staple?
Wait. What? I don't know anything about these processes.
They don't do that, by the way. Okay, Body Wellness by Livier Spa does not do that, but there are some procedures that do that, and sometimes they make it to TikTok and others, and they go, "I look great," but they're like, their eyes are like, you know what I mean? Like it's extreme. I will say that because you don't need to do that, ladies. You don't need to do that anymore. You don't need to go under the knife. Get your skin pulled up and tipped in, or what do they call it, like nipped and tucked. You just don't need that. All you need to do is Body Wellness by Livier. It's very simple, people. It's as simple as just calling them and saying, "Hey, do you have time?" Go in for a consult. Go in for the services that they offer. If you want to get your teeth whitened, they've got great specials for that. Body Wellness by Livier Spa, okay? It's very simple, all right? I recently posted something on my own wall of how you guys can come out and check it out. Again, if you want to go check out their website, it's Body Wellness by Livier Spa. It's very simple. All you need to do is just go ahead and get a appointment with them, and they'll help you out. They do have parties sometime, and they had one recently, and I posted it. But they have all kinds of things there. So check it out. It's really cool. The science of it's very interesting, and they happen to have the device that helps you out so you don't have to go under a knife. So here's my point. If you know anyone that actually wants to go under the knife, you say, no, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Just give my friends a call in Orange, okay? It's very simple. Just give them a call. These are my friends, okay? They'll take care of you. You call them at 949-274-2072. 949-274-2072. 949-274-2072. All those botched things that you see out there, you don't need to worry. Jesse's getting scared over there. He's like, wait, what?
Okay. So I don't know. Oh my God, I realize I know very little.
Yeah, evidently.
And oh my God, I don't know why I thought facelift would be something different, but no, they lift the face.
Yeah. Oh, did you Google it?
Yes, that's why I started to cry. Oh my God, what the heck?
They cut into the skin. Okay, Body Wellness doesn't do that, people. That's what I'm saying. Women that have done it, you know what I'm talking about. They're like, yeah, I wish I'd never done it, right? And then there's some like, what? It's a thing. But they cut into the skin, they lift it, and then they stretch it, and then they hold it back, and they have like, I mean, some go, we don't do we don't do, what do they call it? Oh, we don't do surgery in that way. We don't staple them anymore. We sew it, or they like us. Your skin.
What I have to say is, I don't know who thought of these procedures. All I say is, oh my God, you're perfect just the way you are.
Well, this one allows you to have all of what you want, but without going under the knife. That's why I say, Body Wellness by Livier Spa. Get it in your head. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Okay, that's my recommendation. That's what I'm gonna say. Give them a call. Okay, one more time out there. 949-274-2072. 949-274-2072. 949-274-2072. They're at 2617 East Chapman Avenue, Suite 111 in Orange. Okay, that's in Orange County, for those of you that know. All right, people, make it a great day. We'll be back with more after these messages. Stay tuned.
KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
Everybody loves to hear what Grandpa has to say because Grandpa speaks with wisdom. Here on KMET, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Be sure to listen.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hemet, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now. Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Join Yvette Walker every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. on KMET ABC News Radio, 1490 AM, FM 98.1, and Internet KMET TV for the Southern California Business Report. The show is dedicated to highlighting successful businesses and the individuals behind them. Yvette interviews the incredible people managing these enterprises that range from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations. The Southern California Business Report, Tuesdays at 4 o'clock p.m.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. Again, if you're just joining us, we just had a segment there which I got a chance to kind of get firsthand knowledge of some cool therapies. And there's one that I will say they have now. At the time that we actually did that recording and that visit, I'll be honest, they didn't have the latest in technology of hydro. That one is a really good one, by the way. So if you go in and you ask for that one, check out their hydro one as well. It's new. And it's actually, let me put it this way, no one has it. Okay, she's one of maybe probably 3 that might have it across the, around the world. Okay, so they have the latest in treatment. And if you go and check it out, ask for hydro, okay, and see what they could do with that, okay. Social media comments, let's see. Rosalie actually says, yeah, she knows exactly what we're talking about. And then she says, well, you know, it's just a scar around your... Did she say a scar around the ear, Jess?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a scar. That's my point. So I guess that's what I'm saying here. There's no need for a scar to make your face look like, you know, like, I don't know what you want to say, like, less saggy, less like, you know, but women do it and they pay, right? So go check out Body Wellness by Livier. They have, you know, A, no scarring, and B, it gets you like even less scar, you know, and you don't have to go under the knife. I don't want to go under the knife, okay? Now, they call it microneedling, okay? And that's kind of, I know, I hate needles myself, but they numb you, Jess, so you wouldn't feel it. So have you gotten a shot? You got a needle. So.
I'm just like, I might as well just get a tattoo.
Well, people do. There you go. All right. And some people get, you know, removal of tattoo. Again, have to go under needle or laser, right? Laser kind of does certain things on the skin. They have that too. They have everything you need for the skin. But my point is this. If you've been wanting to get rid of like scarring, like I have a lot of scarring right here because of acne. If you think like Edward James Olmos, that's a lot of scarring, right? But he's kind of lived with it over the years, right? Certain women, they don't like scarring, okay? And they have the ability to do that. There's chemical peels and other things that are, you know, kind of like intensive. But, you know, they do it and more is what I'm just basically saying. So if you want it done right and you want it done good, they are really good at what they do, and they know what they're doing. So go check it out, Body Wellness by Livier Spa. You can friend them on Facebook or Instagram. You can see all the stuff that they do there, and just, go ahead and follow them and tell them I sent you. Say, hey, by the way, I saw it on the morning show with Aaron and Jess. So there you go. All right. So I guess, Jess, you're more informed about how women how women look beautiful eventually, right?
Yes. I wish I didn't know that stuff.
I know, man. When I saw, I think it was PBS, and I saw them take the skin and they rolled it back, and I'm like, what? I know. I can't watch stuff like that. I can watch a movie like that, but and someone are like, what? It's a thing. I'm like, no, thank you. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that, but check it out. It is, some people say, it takes pain to look beautiful. I say, no, it doesn't. Just get numb, get that, treatment and get it on your skin. And it actually does a lot of good stuff for your skin and helps your skin kind of like renew itself. And there's some really good stuff even for like the tummy area. I saw some really good photos. We didn't post here, but it looks really good. So we may have a follow-up on it. We'll let you know. Anyway, that's that. All right. In other news, there is some good news, by the way. Okay, we shared like warning news, but here's some good news, and this is coming from the people over at Pfizer. Pfizer is recently in the news, and we keep talking here on the show about certain vaccines, right? And we say, okay, they're ahead of it, or they're ahead of it in a way, maybe, right? Like 4, 5, and 6. I recently said this to somebody, and I said, well, there's 1, 2, and 3, right? And I said, then there's 4, 5, and 6. They said, huh? I said, yeah, the latest ones that are kind of going all around like the world are 4, 5, and 6, okay? There's different variations. And that's why OM's kind of confusing, but they're not equal, right? But what came in yesterday, which a lot of people are kind of going, oh, okay. And I go, no, don't go, oh, okay, be excited. Because the latest information, I'll give you an example. I had a discussion with my mom. She watches the news very regularly. And she saw that they're doing a fall edition of the vaccine, right? Well, the good news is that vaccine is available in a few weeks. The real good news is this. Pfizer is saying, look, we have a latest one. If we could approve that one, we can have, as part of the vaccine that you get now, which is what they're trying to push, it covers 4, 5. It covers 4 and 5. Okay, so doesn't mean it covers 6. Okay, but if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or alpha, or beta, or any of the other variations that are still looming around, then you would be more ahead than not. Now, will there be problems with this vaccine? I don't know. Were there problems with certain like Moderna and others? Well, there's always a problem. There's risk, right? So we'll be covering the risk of it, obviously. But what I say is this. I would rather, for example, my mom, she is already kind of like, in a way, she's diabetic, right? And people that have diabetes or a pre-existing condition, tends to kind of like make worse, okay? That's the science of it. So in certain people that get it and then they get well, they're fine. They go, oh, well, then I'm fine. I say, yeah, but what did it do to your body on the inside, okay? If you drink even a little, you'll have a body like an 80-year-old is what I say. And some are understanding that, okay? So I know you don't drink, Jess, but, you have friends that drink, and if they get any one of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, they're probably going to be like, why do I feel so terrible? And then all of a sudden they go to the doctor, they get their blood work, and they say, oh, you have kidney disease, or oh, you have a liver, and they're like, I didn't drink that much. And they're like maybe 30, 40, 50, and they're like, I feel terrible. And then the doctor eventually says, well, you need kidney dialysis. That's what does. So you may get well from it, but it does something to the end of your body that you go, what? That's what I say, don't get it. That's number 1. And number 2, that's the good news about the Pfizer. So when you hear, that, no, at least they're ahead of it. It's kind of like, hey, we got, we don't have to wait till what I thought was going to happen next spring, right? I thought maybe they'd be ahead of it by next spring, but they're ahead of it now. So that's exciting. Just don't get coronavirus, though, and then you don't have to worry about it. But I would go ahead and, of course, there's a lot of things still coming out about Pfizer, but I'm excited for the future because I say, okay, the research is happening quicker, faster, and they're getting aware that it's a problem because it is a problem, okay? So there you go. So that's the good news, okay? The bad news is monkeypox is up, Jess. It's like we deal with one, then we got to deal with another. What's going on?
Really? Yeah, I've been hearing the numbers have been increasing, and yeah, it's not a good thing, especially with people wanting to go out and have fun, right?
Yeah, here's some information. It's been detected in all 50 states. That's here in just the U.S., right? In the U.S., we have to deal with it. At first, it was New York. Then it was in other areas. And then we saw it in California, Northern California. Then it came here to Southern California. Now, states, Jess. So that went real fast. Wyoming has reported a case of the disease. They were the last one to report any case at all. Those are reported ones. There's a lot of ones not reporting. Okay, now do some get well? Yes. Do some die? They're starting to see some deaths there and some dying because of it. So again, it depends on what is in your body, what happens. So take care of it, okay? Public health officials are working with the individuals, especially in Wyoming and other areas, to see if there are additional risks. Now, I did see an article, and this was interesting. This came up on my news feed, and I was like, what? Evidently, someone got it from a event. So now they're going, okay, tracing, right? So now they're like, okay, how did, So I guess my point is this. Be careful. Remember, it's skin to skin. And you got to be careful because honestly, there's not enough vaccinations to go around. That's one that you're going to want to get vaccinated. You know how people are kind of on the fence about coronavirus vaccination, Jess?
Yes. Something that you can't see, but this you can see, and you do not want something that looks like herpes on your face, arms, and other things.
Yeah, that's worse than herpes, man. It creates like lesions you don't like. Well, no, this is sad. What a sad plug. But Body Wellness by Livier Spa. If you have like a scar or something, you go, oh God, because you got monkeypox, you're gonna want to get it eventually. But just don't give it to the people at Body Wellness by Livier Spa. Make sure you're. And that's the thing. I don't know how long after you're contagious with others. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, this is interesting. I saw something. My mom actually sent it to me. I got to bring it up here so I could quote it word for word. This is happening, by the way. They are doing a SARS testing for animals exposed to COVID-19. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I did not.
Yeah, Veterinary Public Health, they're offering free SARS-CoV-2 testing for animals exposed to COVID-19. And that's probably any one of them. So that's to keep your, because it goes back and forth. Monkeypox does too. So that's the latest. All right, people, we got to take a quick little break. We've got more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Don't let insurance companies make decisions for you. Go to Pass Auto Center in Banning, your one-stop repair facility with full collision repair, auto maintenance, service, and an authorized smog center. You'll also find a full-service used car lot to fit every budget with the right vehicle for you. Trade-ins are accepted and they pay cash for your car. Pass Auto Center at 2609 West Ramsey in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway between Sunset and 22nd. Call 951-849-7878.
Banning Stagecoach Days is coming soon, September 9th, 10th, and 11th. Enjoy live rodeo Friday and Saturday nights at 7 p.m., plus Sunday afternoon at 4. There's live music featuring Adam Doliak Friday at 10 and Drew Parker Saturday at 10. Enjoy the Kids Zone, vendors, and beer garden all weekend long. Catch the parade at 10 a.m. Saturday downtown. That's Stagecoach Days at Dysart Park. Take the I-10 freeway to Banning, exit on Sunset, and go south. For more information, go to stagecoachdays.org.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the #1 choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing, envelopes, boxes, second-day ground, next-day air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. Online at the upsstorelocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. It's nice to have people that listen and they kind of throw things out there just like we do. Here's an article I just came across. This it's right there in the name. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is supposed to prevent outbreaks of infectious diseases or failing that control them, meaning basically they've been failing a lot with information that are all over the place. They're saying now we have to deal with monkeypox, polio, because there's a growing sense of concern, and that's among many professionals out there that are going, what is going on? So, yeah, that's information we need to know. So we need to be ahead of it. We need to be smart, and we need to say, look, whatever happens, we go forward knowing we'll be alive eventually. We just got to not get any of these diseases to begin with. A vaccine is like a backup, but it is not, as one article said, and news agency said, it's not a silver bullet, meaning there is no 100%, okay? There's never 100%, but you minimize the risk or reduce the risk by getting safe ahead of it. It's like taking care of your health ahead of time and making sure you don't get sick with even, whatever. All right, people, we are out of time. Make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is worth living. Live it well. And remember, check out our friends over at Body Wellness by Livier Spa, where they do everything for you. Bye, everyone. All right, before we go, I just want to say, again, go check it out. Body Wellness by Livier Spa. Okay, they got some great things going on. And I do say this, sometimes you don't appreciate what women do to, because there's all sorts of things. And I always say this, always be, how do I say this? Be, always understand what women have to go through in order to, like, when you say, oh, you're beautiful, remember, sometimes it takes, how do I say this? Okay, as a guy, I don't think about my skin. I really don't. And when I get up, whatever. And people say, put on stuff. And I'm like, all right. I used to, I don't, because I'm that guy. So when I got invited, I was like, all right, well, let's see what you got. And I was actually really surprised at what they have there because they have a lot. Okay, let me go back to the science of it, okay? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here is the device, okay? It's called Scarlet SRF, all right? Very important because it does some really good stuff. Scarlet SRF is actually among the top devices that actually help people get safe eventually, okay? And what's cool about it is it has a lot of things that it does. We mentioned it. Like if you want to tighten your skin, if you want to, not go under the knife, as I say, it's real simple, and you can go back to work. I think that was one of the things that they brought up to me. I said, oh, that makes sense, because in other ways, like back to the one that, one of our friends on Facebook said, yeah, if you go under the knife, you know, it might be a scar that you live with, but at the end of the day, I say, now you have an option, don't do that, okay? That's all I'm going to say, because some just, you know, there are, you know, but anyway, that's what I'm going to say. Now, on this, it has something that a lot of people think, and I have always thought, I'm not going to lie, my chin, okay? And this says double chin, neck, and body skin tightening. And as you age, that just comes. A lot of people, you know, that have kind of been like, well, that just happens. It does, okay? And some people it happens more than others. So, you know, I'll say this. I remember looking at my father and I go, your skin is sagging there. Is that going to happen to me? Okay, and I did think this about like 10 or 12 years ago, and I thought, okay, well, what do I do if it happens, right? And I thought, okay. So I am kind of concerned about that, especially when they bring it up. I go, okay, because I never look at myself side, right? No one looks at themselves side, and then they go, what? But if you're in pictures or, you know, everybody has like, you know, Facebook, Instagram, other stuff. If you take a side profile, you go, huh, okay, good to know. And I honestly, before I was in camera stuff, I really didn't care. I still sometimes don't, but I think about it, especially the skin underneath my chin, okay? And guys do think about that, oddly enough. And they call it neck rejuvenation. You just this, and then you're done, okay? It's also good for your body. Now, guys don't worry about this. They actually don't. But women do, especially if you had a baby, okay? There's a lot of scarring that happens. Sometimes there's loose, like, you know, or you lose a lot of weight and then you have that, okay? There are things that they do there with that as well. It's good for acne or scars that are a cause of, like, you know, whatever you feel like, man, I don't want people to look at me, all right? I say Edward James Olmos, but even he doesn't want that. You know, he kind of made do with it. But he could actually get kind of like smoothed out. You know, there's a lot of filters and stuff that do that. But there you go. Now, here are the Q&As about the treatment. Okay, so if you have any questions, I would go here and check it out and then figure it out. But it's really good and it makes sense. And when it makes sense, it'll make sense for all of you, because then you'll say, oh, this is what I want to do. So just do that and you'll be fine. But there you go. There's the questions and the answers. You'll have your answers right there. Just research that and or, you know, just go ahead and review it. Pause the video if you want. And there you go. All right, people, I'm out of time. Make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is worth living. Live it well.